Hello. Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's Takeover Wednesday on SiahSwag. Thanks for joining me. Mimsy and Evelyn are already here. Oh, rainy California. No wonder. I felt there was a storm coming on here. And we always get your guys' storms later. So, hi, Cynthia. Hi, Jennifer. All right, you guys. Are we excited for a little takeover fun? I am Susan. Welcome to SiahSwag. I am Kassiah's sister, and I take over her channel once a month. And I make whatever I want. And I usually like some kind of office supply or, regular bags or whatever. And so this month I decided to do another laptop bag. I did the Lynn's laptop bag. I don't remember what it's called. The Eli laptop bag. About a year ago or so. And I have a new laptop and it's smaller and it's different. So I'm like, I need another bag. So I am going to make a laptop bag today. It's called the Morning Post by Sallie Tomatof. And I don't know, have you guys made this bag? Do you love it or do you disagree? Angela, Nancy, Tanya, Sweet Pea, Donna. Hey, Donna. How's West Virginia? Beautiful as ever. Judy, Mary Lou, Tony, Christy. It's called the Morning Post that we're making today. Snowy and ice where Mimsy is. Ugh. You know what? This is my first time making a Sallie Tomato pattern. I've never done it. So this is a big moment. Let's all take a moment of silence for my big moment. Oh. All right. So let's talk about what our pieces are, and then I will bring it over and let's do this. I did practice. I didn't get all the way through my practice bag, but I did the different elements of it. It's all sitting in pieces behind me. So if all goes well, then I will have 2 laptop bags before this is done. If you are in the Patreon, I'm in charge of February's raffle giveaway. So I'll be giving away one or both of these bags. I was going to give away the bag that I made with Kassiah and Barb yesterday, but I'm in love with it and I don't think I can give it away. So I'll maybe get it later so I can show it to you. You were looking at the very pattern today. Judy, great minds think alike. Okay. Can you show the pattern? Well, the pattern actually has all the measurements on it. There's not like a picture, but I can show some pieces of my finished part. So the laptop, the front and back look like this. Okay, so this has got a hidden zipper in it. Dun, 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 with a pocket. All right. There's foam in between here and the inner lining. And both sides are the same. I had to take apart the other side because I needed to restitch something. So I put my little Musically Made there. So front and back, basically. Right, will look like this. With little handles. And then we have our zipper gusset. That's going to be attached to the bottom gusset. And these are lined with foam. Now, it didn't call for any Decorative anything. It only called for interfacing if you're using cotton, and it called for foam. So I'm doing it just the way it says. So there's foam in the gusset, and there's foam in the front and back. So we'll see if that's enough. You could certainly probably add more if you wanted to. So anyways, this is going to be our bag. I didn't quite finish all the steps for the practice one, but we're going to call it good enough. Yes, I did finish my sling last night, Angela. Hey, Bryce. If I can get someone to bring it down, I will. I don't want to yell too loud. Okay. This is called the Morning Post. I'm going to change cameras and we're going to go for it. So I am using for today's Morning Post by Sallie Tomatof. Ignore the mess here. Don't worry about that. How about that? Is that better? Now you can see a mess somewhere else. Oh, that's better. Okay, I'm going to use corduroy. It's all the rage right now, so I thought I would use it. I'm using corduroy that I got from Zipper Valley, maybe? Wherever Kassiah got hers from, I did. And I got some webbing. Also, this one was from Zipper Valley. Okay, it's going to be matchy-matchy. I'm going to use canvas for the inside lining, and this is from Wonderground. Just good old canvas. And then I'm going to use some stripy stripe, smoothie smooth, bonded poly, something from Wonderground. So this is really smooth. And these are going to be the inside pockets, or the pockets that are on the outside, but they're zip pockets. And then I'm going to be using some zipper tape that matches. I decided to go all kind of monochromatic on the outside. Just feeling a little crazy. Of course, my hardware is from SiahSwag, and I'm also finishing the bag off today with some elastic. Okie dokie, are you ready? Let's do it. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take, these are your top exterior pieces, and you're going to be attaching your handle to it. Now, at first, we're going to tape it and stitch it, and then later, after we add foam to the whole thing, we're going to take just 2 extra hot seconds to put a rivet in it for a little extra durability, and because, frankly, rivets look fabulous. Do you agree? Do you love it or do you disagree? Is Barbie on here? She is! Last night when I finally went on to see if there was a video on how to do this, I saw that Barb did this like 7 months ago. So go check her video out. And I didn't watch the whole video, but I did fast forward to the final product. It's fabulous as always. I really enjoyed that video yesterday, Barb. That was a lot of fun. Did you guys see that? Iris, your trio live was fab. Oh, it was a lot of fun. Barb's just a great person. It's easy to have fun with great people, isn't it? And I really feel like most people are awesome. Just get them in the right mood in the right moment, right? Okay, so there's some markings that I already put on here. She just tells you to mark a certain amount in, and then I put a little bit of tape on the back of this webbing, and I'm going to just put it on right now with some tape, and then I'm going to stitch it. And she tells you how many inches up from the bottom to stitch, and so I'm just going to measure and put a quick little marking so I know about where to stop. I'm going to do a rectangle to start, and then we'll come back later when it's with all the foam, and we'll do a little rivet magic. I had a heck of a time getting tape off. Do you guys ever have that? Maybe if I talk to it. Oh, little tape, please be nice. We're on a live and people are watching. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. There, it worked. Okay. I'm just going to put, wait. I have to think about that. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to be using just good old white thread today. I couldn't really find a color that I loved on this. And I didn't really have a matching one. I'm sure I could have thought ahead and asked my sister to send me one, but I didn't. So joke's on me, and I'm going to use white. And I'm going to feel really good about my choice, okay? So now I'm going to just take a little pen, and I'm just going to measure up so I know about where I'm going to be stopping my stitching, because we have to leave room for this to be attached at the top at a later time. So I'm just putting little dots right here. And we're just doing 2 of the exact same things. It doesn't matter front or back. If you wanted to, you could put your tag all the way up here on this top piece. I'm going to actually attach mine at the bottom, and I'll show you what I did earlier. I tried to be so smart and do it beforehand, and I did a couple oopsies, but I decided not to go back and like cut, recut, and fix. I'm going to show you what I did wrong and then show you what I'm going to do to fix it. Because I feel like that's fun. All right. Hi, Lynn. Oh, yes, you're right. When it is colder, it's hard to peel off. Thank you. Okay. We are just going to go in a rectangle, up and across and down and across. I'm going to do a little back stitching action. Okay, there is our first one. Oh, this was a good choice of thread. It's contrasting, but not crazy. You can barely see it. I consider black since the inside's got some black on it, but I thought it was maybe a little too harsh. But I have to show you guys this black one, the practice one I did. I love the purple. Don't you just love purple on black? Oh my goodness. It makes me so happy. Hello. So happy. All right. Hi, Natalie. You made it. We're just putting straps on. If you're just joining us, we're making the morning post by Sallie Tomatof. This is my first, I'm pretty sure this is my first Sallie Tomatof pattern that I've ever done. I see her videos on Instagram. Some people's videos on Instagram make me feel like I can make anything. They make everything look so easy. I'm like, I could totally do that. But then I have to cut it and think and read patterns. Ugh. For me, the hardest part is cutting a bag. It hurts my brain and I make mistakes. And then you have to read the pattern. Oh, forget about it. That's why I say, sorry, just tell me what to do. And she says, I already made a video on that. Go watch it. And I say, I don't want to watch the video. Just tell me what to do. Terrible. All right, we're just securing these on. And then we're going to put this aside. These will come back out in a minute. Now, I could have chosen to interface the corduroy. I've actually never sewn with corduroy before. This is my maiden voyage of corduroy. So we will see if I regret my decision to not interface it or not. But there is going to be foam that's going to be sewn in. So I thought, it'll be fine. Okay, so there you go. Upper exterior. We're going to put those aside for un momento. And next we're going to pull out this little guy. This is called a zipper pocket facing. Okay. Oh, I've got to do this first. So these are my front bottom, and I made a marking on them, and I hope it comes off because it was the wrong piece. So I was being really, I thought, you know what, I'm going to sew my tag on before I start. And I did, and I sewed it through both layers. So now it has like holes in it and it looks weird, but I'm just going to go like this and pretend it's fine. And I'm going to resew it on this one layer only. So the good news is this thing sewed through 2 layers of corduroy like nothing. The bad news is that was not the right thing to do. So we're going to try it again. And I'm probably never going to be able to match the holes, but I feel like it's going to be okay. I feel like there are much worse problems in the world than having a couple extra pokes in your tag. Am I right? Okay, now you can put your tag anywhere you want. She actually suggests putting it, like if you have a metal tag, putting it here. And she has you do it later, but I'm doing this sew-on tag. I don't have metal tags. And I just figured it would be easy to sew this on before we do everything else. So this is like the one thing I'm doing out of order from the pattern. Everything else I'm pretty much just following it and going in order. I hope. I mean, I'm not really looking at the piece. I made it once today, so I figure that's maybe my brain can remember. Okay. I just pulled the threads to the back. I'm going to do a little singe on the back threads. Singe. Done. Okay, so there is my front panel, one of them. And I just lost the zipper facing to the depths of despair. Where'd they go? Oh, found it. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to mark the centers of your main panels. Right? And we're going to kind of, because we're doing 2 of everything, I'm going to do each step in 2s. I should look up. Thank you. The corduroy is, oh, hi, Siah. Corduroy is so beautiful. How's the weather? Evelyn, I don't want to even say this out loud because I know a lot of people are having really bad weather, but the weather here is so perfect right now. So I'm sorry. It is true. Okay, I'm going to mark the middle of my facing here because I want to be able to put it centered. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the top. I've got mine flipped upside down. The bottom is here. This is the top part of this piece towards me. I have the zipper facing, and I'm going to lay it right side down, and I'm going to center it. So I've marked my center here and here, okay? And I'm just going to lay it like this, and I'm going to get some clips. And you don't want to tape this part. You just want to go clippity-doo-dah. This pink makes you happy, Natalie? I'm so happy. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Zipper Valley that I got it from. Siah, did you buy yours from Zipper Valley? Remember I told you I went on a certain place and I bought a bunch of corduroy and you said you just did too? Was it Zipper Valley? Hi, Tammy G from rainy California. So far it's easy to sew. And like I said, I went through 2 layers sewing that tag on. Not to brag or anything, but I did. All right, so since we're doing 2 of them, I'm just going to go ahead, like I said, and do both steps at the same time. Hi, Sharon. Okay, yes, Zipper Valley is where I got the corduroy from. And this Stripey Stripe Smoothie Smooth is from Wonderground. And the polka dot canvas I'm using for the interior is also from Wonderground. Because we love us some Gabby and some Wonderground. Okay, I'm going center, center. There's nothing more satisfying than shopping at someone's space. And when we've gone to Wonderground, we can walk around and say, and I want this, and I want this. It's so cool to be able to see it in person. Okay, so I'm just going to get that on there. The material is has so much give that it keeps wanting to bow. So I'm just trying to eyeball it. And maybe I'll do this. Just so I can kind of push it straight. Well, that was genius. That totally worked. Bam. Can you guys see okay? Love you too, Siah. Oh no, go take care of Shar, and I hope you feel better too. When are we coming back to Wonderground? We will definitely come back. We just don't have a date yet. We are doing a little bit more of a conservative travel year. Last year, I may or may not have overscheduled us, but we had a lot of fun. So we need just a little bit of a breather, and we do have quite a few commitments, so we will figure it out. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to sew on the inside of the white. Okay, you're going to sew along the inside of the white, and then we're gonna trim some away. Okay, so I'm just going to sew just with like just a normal stitch length. It's not necessarily a basting, it's an attaching step. Attaching step. Is that a term? Well, it is now. And I'm going to back stitch at the beginning. And I'm going to try to get a nice clean turn on this one, if I can. Okay, and when that's done, you have this part is just sewn on. Okay, we're going to come back to that in just a minute. I'm just going to do my other one while we're at it. It's a twofer today. Twofer. Something is going around. I know everyone's been sick. That whole swag family has been getting sick. Poor Char's got it now. But just a little TLC sometimes is all you need. Oops, that was a little too far over, but it's not going to be a big deal, so I'm not going to redo that. Okay, now once you have this zipper facing sewn right side down onto your main bottom panels and your main front and back panels, just a minute, my thread just decided to be naughty. Let's fix it real quick. Well, let's fix the thread. Let's fix the thread. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors and we're going to trim away, and you're going to leave about 1/8 of an inch left. Yeah, autocorrect's awesome. Isn't it? Okay, now once you've cut it down to where there's 1/8 inch left, you're going to take some scissors and you're going to snip right. Uh-oh. My corner stitch didn't work. You know what? We're going to take a minute and fix this real quick. My corner stitch came out, which means when I flip it, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to take out a couple stitches just to make this corner correct. So that's okay. No problem, right? No problem. My favorite sport is ripping stitches, so it's perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to come back and catch where I was and just fix this really quick. It will be worth it. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, so now we're going to take, and I'm going to clip into this corner right here, right to the stitch. I know it's here. I'll do it on this side. Maybe you can see it better. Right to the stitch. Snip. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. You can say the word snip, or you can just do the snip. Snip. Obviously, I prefer to say it. All right, so then you have this little guy. And all you have to do, if you're using cotton, you can just turn it and iron it. I don't really want to iron this, so I'm just going to turn it and put clips on it. Okay? Just like you would for any facing. You're just going to turn it and kind of roll that out so you have a nice tight seam there. And then it'll be ready to put the zipper pocket in. It's interesting. I've never done a zipper facing this shape. It's because of the hidden little doodad we're going to put over it. You'll see. It's magical. You're listening and getting ready for work. Are you a night shift person, or do you live on the other side of the world? That is the question that is burning in my mind right now. No worries. It's okay if you have to go. Watch it anytime. There's actually a lot of people who have probably done great videos on this. I'm not sure if mine is the best video, but hopefully it will be entertaining. Where am I adding foam? Good question. So right now you can see that there's no foam here. So after we do this zipper facing, we're going to add the zipper pocket onto this piece. We're going to add the top part onto this piece, and then you sandwich the foam in between this finished panel and a big lining piece behind it. And it ends up looking like, here, I can show you. So here's a finished front piece. Okay, it's got, this is the part we're working on right now. We're doing this right now. Okay, and then we're going to put this little hidden thing on it. And then we're going to add this top part where we did the handle. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to lay this, well, it'll be not purple, but we're going to lay this lining face down, foam on top of it, and then we put this panel on it. And then we go basty, 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 baste, and then voila, you have this. So that's what we're doing right now. If that helps with you envisioning where it's going. Watching and sewing costumes for Mamma Mia. Ooh. Man, that's a good one. A night shift nurse in Pennsylvania. Oh, do you like working nights? I would think in some ways nights are calmer, but in other ways you're probably short-staffed. And so when things aren't calm, it's all you. And maybe I'm wrong. Okay, So this is ready to install our zipper in. I'm just going to put it to the side for a minute. Because we have two sides, we're just going to do two of everything. So this one is ready to trim. And we're going to trim about 1/8 of an inch away. You could do this on a cutting table instead if you wanted to. But my cutting surface is not on camera and it has all my stuff on it. So there's that. Okay. This is where I go into the corners. I'm going to cut to the corner but not past the stitch on both sides. And then I'm going to turn this in and clip it. Turn it and clip it and turn it and clip it. Thank you, Sue and SJ. I actually love that purple check too. It's been sitting here waiting for me to find something that was calling its name. And this bag, the outside is like going to be, you know, just almost totally black with just a little purple stitching showing. And then you open it up and it's like, kapow! Purple checks in your face. Which is what every laptop bag needs. Something in your face. You're watching and playing Hello Kitty Adventure. What is that? Is that something I should know about? I'll be giving one or both of these bags away for the Patreon Threadhead and Binding Brigade giveaway that we do every month. We decided February was my turn to give stuff away. So I made a Cupid from the box that I'm going to give away. And I have a Lamanza. And I have quartz clutches. I was going to give away my Bartleby that I made yesterday. But I like it too much. And so I'm not going to. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so we're going to put these right here for a second. We're going to grab up our pocket linings. And I'm going to just put a little bit of tapey tape. Let me see something. I think these are a square. They are a square. So I'm just trying to decide which way I want my stripes to go. I would normally use my little itty baby tape, but I am almost out. Like on my last couple things of it. So I'm going to use thicker tape, and that's right. I'm going to be risking sewing through tape. I didn't say this was going to be a low risk, easy night, y'all. We're just going to go for it. All right. Your son's High School Musical, even though he isn't in it. Natalie, you're a good mom. If I lived closer, I would come to it, even though he isn't in it. Just so I could see your costumes. Also, so I would have an excuse to come visit you again. Okay, I'm just putting tape at the top. I've decided to go on this way, so when the pocket comes up, the stripes are down. Once again, doesn't matter. No one's ever going to look inside his pockets, but I'll know. I will always know. Hello, Susan from Tennessee. Hi, Janet. Thank you. I hope it is. I am excited about using corduroy. I haven't used it yet, and so I thought I would give it a try. Just kind of testing it out. I'm wondering if I should have interfaced it more, or if it's good the way it is. Who knows? We're going to find out together. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my zipper pull on. I'm going to use these big star ones I got from Zipper Valley when I did my order, because I think they're adorable. And we are going to be, and this is the part where I sat here and stared at the pattern for a minute. And I thought, that doesn't make sense. But it did. It made perfect sense. I had my sister's voice in my head where she said, just trust the process. I always question. I'm like, but she goes, just trust it. So here's what I'm going to do. Get ready for this craziness. It's probably not craziness for y'all. Okay, I am going. I'm like, should I be looking at the paper right now? Maybe. Maybe I should, actually. Just a minute. Before I do this and tell you about this craziness, how about I make sure I'm doing it right? Right side, wrong side. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so you're going to lay this with the right side up and your zipper right side up, but your zip is faced to the right. Now, took me a minute before, but we're going to do this. Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to sew along here. I need to check the seam allowance for this part. We're going to sew along here. And remember, I put big old fat tape. So the joke's going to be on me in a minute. I'm going to have this ready to go. Oh, you love that zipper pull? Thank you. I do too. And I have two of them. So they're going to be on both sides. And they're going to they're going to peek out of the bag just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to do our little 2-for-1. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one, and then I'll show you the next step, okay? So there's step 1. Now we just grab the next zipper, and we're going to do the same exact thing. So I'm going to get my other star. Oh, I actually meant to do the stars on the top. This is me asking myself if I care. Yeah, I kind of care. I can still take that off. So I'm going to do these little handmade pulls instead. They just say handmade on them. I'm going to put the stars at the top, so they'll show even more. Evelyn, thank you. It doesn't feel very soothing. When I sew, it feels slightly chaotic. I have the same King Max as Kassiah. It is a GC 0302. All right, so I've changed my zipper pull. Why are the words backwards? Oh, huh. Because I'm going backwards. Okay, I'm going to do the handmade zipper pull instead. I'm going to do the same thing over here, and then I'll just go back and switch zipper pulls out. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But you guys, the heart wants what it wants. Am I right, or am I right? Or do you disagree? I'm just going to heat this up. Who's told me to heat it up? Was that Lynn? Yep, it worked. Okay, now remember, this part here is a bit of a mind bender for me, but the zipper goes to the right. Lining pocket right side up, zipper right side up. You're going to attach it, and you're going to sew it on at a 1/4 seam allowance. And then we're going to be doing a little flippity-doo-dah, and it will turn it the other way. Flippity-doo-dah. And I use the fat, thick tape, so I just kind of keep checking to make sure my needle's not getting gummed up. All right, let's do this. All right. Just going to check on that needle from time to time. Okay. So let's just really quick, so I have matchy-matchies. Let's switch the zipper pull out. I wasn't thinking. I want the big star one to go on top of the bag, on the zipper gusset. And I want these little handmade pulls to be doing, to kind of peeking out. So, goodbye. And hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you said bye. I said hello. You said bye. I said hello. Sorry. I'm having zipper pull issues. So I'll be right with you. Is the camera angle okay? I can change it. I can expand it. Oh my gosh. I have an angry zipper. It said, no, we already had the star. And that's what we want. I promise you're going to like this one too. I might need to cut the end and try again. It's getting all funky. Let's see. Does it work or is there a bubble? Ah, there's a bubble. One more time. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. I can see what it is. It's this part right here. Okay, let me try one more time and then I'm going to trim it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go. Yes. Yes. Okay. So now I have both of these ready, and I'm going to do a little flippity-do. Okay. So we're going to flip it this way. And we're going to be putting this inside, and I'm going to do one extra stitch. So you can't just like push it down, but I'm actually going to stitch it down. And it's going to show a little stitch on the other side of the pocket, but I don't really think it matters. I've decided it's fine. So I'm just going to basically stitch this down. So we'll hold it. I just feel like it's going to help it lay flat. It doesn't say to do that. This is just something I'm doing. Because I have a hard time laying zippers into facings without it poofing everywhere. It makes me crazy. So when I did my practice one earlier, I did this instead, and I liked it. Once again, I am absolutely sewing through tape at this point, so I have to make sure that I keep wiping that clean. Okay. So now it lays and it's not going to try to come up. All right, so let's do that to this one and then we'll place them both in there. cute earrings. What am I wearing today? Oh, spirals. Thank you. I'm going to turn the fan on. The basement gets so hot. Which is weird, right? Okay. Susan, did you figure out how to change your foot to your zipper foot? I do know how to change it. Here's what I don't know, is where my zipper foot is. I don't know if I have a zipper foot, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if we ended up buying one for me. Okay, so I'm going to flip this and sew just like I did on the other one, just to kind of like get it down there. I was gonna say, get in there, you cute little zipper. And I'm kind of pulling it so it doesn't bunch up too. I don't want the pocket bunching up all weird. That would just be so embarrassing, wouldn't it? Okay. So you can see, well, maybe you can see, maybe you can't, I don't know. But you can see a stitch on the pocket there, but it doesn't matter. It's an inside pocket and the stitch is straight, so whatever. So that's just something I am doing, even though it doesn't say to do that. Now what I'm going to do, if I can find the correct scissors, is I'm going to trim off the sides of my zipper because I cut them a little long. Just in case I needed them. Sometimes I err on the side of a little bit too big. And then I'm going to go ka-chow and ka-chow. Right? So this is ready. Now we're going to get this one ready. All we have to do is choppy chop and burny burn. My own little boutique. Oh, that's so sweet. It's fine, right? It's fine. Everything's fine. I am going to show you a mistake I made and how we're going to fix it. Look in your sewing machine drawer if you have one. I did look in there today, and all I found was something that I don't think is a zipper foot, but maybe it is. Maybe I should show it to you guys. Do you want to see what the foot I found? So this one obviously is not a zipper foot. But then I found another foot in here. And it's just this middle part. That's not a zipper foot, is it? What do you think? I don't know. Oh, hi, Lily. So, maybe I don't have a zipper foot. Hey, Bryce.
Yes.
Do you mind bringing that bag down for me, the one that I made yesterday, please? It's hanging at the front of the house. Thank you. Okay, so now you are ready to lay this down. Your zipper is going to be facing up and facing towards the left. Okay, and then your lining at this point is lying wrong side up. And you're going to grab one of your finished panels that we have ready to go. Thank you. Oh, that's cute. You're going to line this here, okay? And we're going to be putting, I'm debating, I might put tape. We're going to just be sewing this on this way. See how that works? You know what? I'm not going to be a hero. I'm going to tape it. There's no points for being a hero, guys. No points. Okay. So I'm going to lay this. So once again, my pocket is right side down, wrong side up. My zipper is right side up, and I've already flipped it and stitched it. This is going to go right side up. And I'm just going to center it. And it doesn't have to be perfectly centered. You're going to eyeball it. All right. And once I get it on there, I'm going to take these clips off. And I'm just going to sew all the way around it. It's pretty much like magic. Aren't pockets so magical? Every time I do a pocket and I don't understand it, and then I do it and then it works, I'm like equally happy every time. I'm like, wow, that was awesome. That was amazing. That's how I felt about this pocket when I was figuring it out earlier. Okay. Okay, I'm just sticking it. Stick. That part I'll have to just hold. There's no sticky under there. Oops, clips are flying. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Okay, quick pause. He brought this. This is the bag I made yesterday on the video with Kassiah and Barb. I made it out of wax canvas from Wonderground. Hardware from Siah. The inside is Wonderground Smoothie Smooth. It's got like a little slip pocket there. And then this has like a pocket here. I was going to do this as a raffle giveaway, but you guys, I don't think I can part with it. I'm sorry. Because it's perfect. I put it on. And I was just like, yeah. I just quilted a couple lines just because there was some fleece in there. And I added some rivets here. You have options of which side to put your strap on. And so I just don't think I can get rid of it. I love it so much. It's a fun make. You should definitely try that one. Thank you. You guys are beautiful. So you won't be mad at me if I don't give it away, right? I can't part with it. I cannot. You know what we're going to do? We're going to lay them both in so then I can sew them both. So same thing. I'm going lining of the pocket lining right side down. Zipper right side up. I'm going to put a little tape on here and I'm going to lay my other thing down. So we can just get them both done. And then we're ready to add on the little hidden peekaboo thing. I don't know what it's called. There's a name for it. You'll see it. You'll just love it. You're just going to love it. Okay, get this zipper out of the way. And I'm just looking under it to kind of get it centered as I can. It does not have to be perfect because you won't really be able to tell. Clips flying again. It's fine. Totally fine. Okay. Another clip flying. Sound effects are always optional, but encouraged. Oh. Hi. Now we're ready. Now we're going to be stitching. Just like we did before on that zipper facing, I'm just going to go on, I'm going to do a top stitch and I'm going to go bum, 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 beep, bum, 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 beep, bum, bum, beep, bum, 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 like that. And move everything out of my way. I've got a big old mess piling up over here. I'm going to lengthen my stitch a little bit. I've got 3 clips on my petal here. That's exciting. Take a little sip of water from my Buc-ee's cup. One of the best things from our sewing travels. I mean, there's a lot of best things. The people were the best things, don't get me wrong. But one of the best tourist things is our discovery of Buc-ee's. I never knew it existed. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how much I needed it. But now we look up to see if wherever we're going is near Buc-ee's. Right, is there Buc-ee's there? I planned our route from Alabama to Georgia specifically so we could hit the Buc-ee's at a certain time, so it would be our dinner. It was so worth it. Bada bing, bada boom. There's that. Okay. And now we are going to bring it up and we are going to finish it by sewing that together. Now I'm going to be really daring and do it without taping. Everyone be very afraid. You ready? I'm just going to peek every once in a while, make sure it's still there. So these are just nice big massive pockets that go on the outside of the front and back of this laptop bag. And this doesn't have to be a laptop bag. It could just be books. It can be your planner. It can be kind of anything. And frankly, I think I'm going to try to resize it and make it big enough to put my big conducting scores in. I've been wanting to do a bag like that, and I think this might be the one. I don't know why my zipper went wavy. It didn't like me. It's fine. I didn't start with a full bobbin because I was doing prep work. So let me just put my full bobbin in real quick before I regret it. So happy corduroy is back in fashion. I know. Isn't it the best? Yummy brisket sandwiches. Yes, that's what we did. We did. We got brisket sandwiches for dinner on our way from Alabama to Georgia. Okay, now I'm just going to lift up the bottom. And, oh, I probably wasn't supposed to, I don't know what I did there. I'm going to sew this pocket shut. Oh, didn't like that. Oops, something's angry. I thought it was a zipper. Sorry. You're getting a Buc-ee's closer to you? Ooh, hoo, hoo. I'm not sure what just happened and what I need to do to fix it. So give me just a second. Well, that's cute. Nothing says laptop bag like a nest like this. All I was trying to do was close up my pocket. Rude, right? It's 2 a.m. in the UK. I was going to bed. And you didn't make it, huh? Did you hear my voice saying, Hazel, come sew with us. Come sew with us. Hazel. I, one of these days, would really like to make it to London. I'm kind of obsessed. I feel like the royal family and I would be friends, even though that's not a thing. They just might make an exception. Okay. Well, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but we're going to try this again, okay? It's my fault, Hazel. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry. Once again, sound effects are completely optional, but very encouraged. All right, you guys, cross your fingers. Okay. Now it's sounding all weird. Go like that. All right, fold up this. Sew up this side here. Just finishing these pockets off. My machine's getting angry. I might need to stop and oil it. I think I'm going to oil it and put a new needle in real quick, okay? Okay, so this is how your bottom portion of the bag will look. And it doesn't matter which side. I happen to put a tag on this side, but they're both going to be the same. And we're going to add the top part in just a second. I am just going to add a spot of oil and change my needle real quick, because I don't like the sounds that it's giving me. It's saying, feed me, Seymour. And so I shall. And maybe I did something funky with the needle just now, so I'll just give it a new one. Hello, everyone. Oh, it's Birdie, right? I think it's Birdie. Or Beardy. Beardy. She told us on the Zoom. Am I saying that right? Sorry for the middle of the night sews over there in Europe. We try to do a, you know, we both live the mom life. And so when you do mom life, your sews have to happen in the morning when kids are at school, or in the evening when everyone's all taken care of, right? And so we try to alternate what we're doing. We look at the schedule and we try to alternate it. That's the mess behind our madness. I forgot to pull my thread up, really? That's crazy. Oh shoot, I forgot to look which way it goes. This makes me crazy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Kassiah is getting better. Be sure to put a drop in your bobbin area with the bobbin out. Okay. Let me just do that really quick. Kassiah's getting better, but now her kids are sick. As it goes. Yep, we have to work when everyone is taken care of, right? You know what? I did the wrong one. I got all distracted and I loosened the screw for my foot instead of my needle. You know what they say? How embarrassing. Yes, I think every mom understands what it's like to work a bunch of hours. What am I doing wrong? Oh my gosh, I am losing my mind now. Yeah, we all work tons of hours when the kids don't need us. So we don't sleep much, right? All right, I am gonna put a little bit here. I just have to get my head down in here. Sorry, just a minute. Okay. Let's try this again. What is sleep? What is sleep? Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah, who knows, right? Okay. Now I am, hopefully, if the universe loves our laptop bag, it will allow us to do this. Universe, be nice. Okay, so now I'm going to sew this one on. I'm going to go down all the inside corners of this and hope for the best. Don't be making any weird noises on me now. The people are here. Uh-oh, you guys. You know what's crazy? This needle, oh, maybe I have my needle backwards. It's shredding my thread. Sorry. I was all excited. I thought, I'm going to get through this video so fast. It's going to be so easy. Tee-hee-hee. This is called real life sewing, right? I think I did. I put it in backwards. You guys ever do that? To think about it. So it's shredding the thread. Hi, Annette Harris. Yes. I should have some on a scrap first for sure. All right. The scarf should be on the inside. Jennifer, can you please tell me what the scarf is? Because I like to use my own language when I sew, like thingamabob, little jigger, scrap, or whoosy what's it, thingy thing. Oh, that's the cut on your needle. Okay. Should be to the inside. Yep. Thank you. I had it on the outside. And so that's why it was shredding my needle. I mean, I know these things, but sometimes I get on these videos and I'm trying to read comment, hold conversation, and think at the same time. Forget about it. Just forget about it. But we still have fun. At least I do. I don't know if you do or not. Joke's on you. All right, give me just a minute. Yeah, the groovy little thing. What was in my hand? It was a screwdriver, I thought. Well, we all learned something new today on SiahSwag from our wonderful audience. The scarf is the little indentation on your needle. Okay, so I don't want you to not know that word. or on, I don't want you to put it in backwards, which is why I like to demonstrate for you things wrong. And then you'll remember. You'll be like, Susan did that and it didn't work out so well. I mean, honestly, I'm here for you. All right. As I said, now we're going to sew this together. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. I'm just using my fingers to kind of roll it down as I go, so it's not all bunched up at the top. That's what I'm talking about. Do you have that battle every time? Well, now you're gonna know. Scarf to the right. Okay. Now we're going to bring this bad boy up. Our pocket lining, we're going to go boop. I'm going to sew across the top. And I'm being crazy again. I'm not taping or clipping or anything. I'm just going to bring it up there, eyeball it, and say bam. All right, cool. Now we're going to we're going to sew up the sides of our pockets so all of our precious things don't fall out, because that would be bad. I just kind of usually go back and forth over the zipper just a little bit. You don't have to, but why not? All right, let me read some things. You hope we continue to do sew-togethers with Barbie. Me too, that was fun. She was so sweet. She reached out quite a while ago and asked if we would do it. We've been trying to find a date that works. And we were gonna do it last week. Either she had to move it or we had to move it, I don't know. So I'm glad it happened. And then it took us hot seconds to figure out how to stream to both of our channels. And Amber, the crafty reporter, which, by the way, if you don't follow her, you have to follow her. She's the best. She did multiple FaceTime calls with me, helping me figure out StreamYard, because it's not an interface we use a lot. Anyways, Barbie is the best. She is a sweetie. We met her for the first time about 1.5 years ago in North Carolina. And then we did a retreat with her in Georgia. My zippers are a little wavy, and that doesn't hardly ever happen to me. And I'm wondering if it has to do with the corduroy, if it has to do with things stretching, if I should have taped. But because they're going to be hidden, I'm not going to worry about it too much. If this was a project I was doing on my own and not on a video, I might do some experimenting and see why it's doing that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to attach our hidden thingy things. Okay? So in order to do this, you're going to take 2 pieces. You're going to take this And then you're going to also take one of the other pieces that we prepared that has the handle on it. And you can do these all in different colors if you want. I decided to do them all in one color because I'm crazy like that. But you certainly do not have to. All right. I am going to put a little tape down just to help this first layer stay down. And then I'm going to clip the other layers all together. I'm not sure if tape is the most effective thing with corduroy, so I'm just putting tape on the zipper itself. Oh, the zipper tape, I mean. I am going to try and start doing videos. You're so scared. Oh my gosh, you can do it. And we will all watch you and we will cheer you on the way that you cheer everyone else on. Isn't that the most incredible thing about the bag making world? Like there's so many people that do it and everyone's so nice and there's room for everyone. No interfacing, Lori. Is that why it's doing that? Probably because my fabric's stretched, right? And now it's pulling the zipper. Yep. I think that was it. I think I should have interfaced my corduroy. Well, now I know. Like I said, when I got on here, this is my first time using corduroy. It's kind of an experiment. I have little corduroy bits all over me, so that's exciting. So it looks like it is going to stretch and pull a little bit. But I think it's going to not be the end of the world. And it's always, you know, you always learn even on the mistakes. So I'm going like this. I've got it right side down. I have it flush against the top of the zipper tape. And you can baste it on or you can do it all together. So I'm going to bring this up so now that my right side is showing. Okay. And I'm going to be taking this piece right side down with the handles facing down. And I'm going to be lining it up with the edge of this. And I'm going to just sew it all at once. You can just baste the little one and then put the big one on. But I'm just going to sew it all at once because I'm crazy like that. Okay, so I'm just lining up these edges. So I think there's probably wisdom in interfacing corduroy, although I guess you'd have to be careful at, of course, you know, what temperature and all that. So my next bag I do with corduroy, I might mess around with that. I think Kassiah recently did something with corduroy. I'll have to ask her if she interfaced it. I watch multiple creators because everyone does things a little bit differently. Yep, Laura, that's awesome. I agree. Everyone has their own style, right? Everyone was so nice when Annette gave me a shout out. Oh, Tony, I remember that. Now I know. Now I'm placing you. I went and watched your video and liked it and subscribed. Yeah, there's room for everyone. Listen, if I can take over a channel and do whatever I want, you guys can do whatever you want. I am sewing the Morning Post. Sherry McCurdy. It is a late one. But like I said, it's either in the morning when the kids are at school, or in the evening when they're all taken care of. Oh, I just need to check my seam allowance for this one. I think I know it, but it does change at one point. There's two different seam allowances you use. Got it. This may or may not be possible, but we're going to try it. I'm just checking to see if my layers are still matching up and just shifting them a little bit. So far, so good. I'm going through 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of corduroy right now. So if I was doing this on a domestic, I would probably use maybe a different material, but maybe it would work. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be struggling. But if I was using my, I'm gonna pause and come back. I might have had a layer slip, but it's easy enough to get it in there. It is slipping, so we're just gonna go back a couple stitches and just get it in there. This bottom layer is angry. Yeah, the tape didn't really hold to this bottom layer of corduroy very well. Good to know. All good things, all good things. Okay. Bring that up. Bring that down. I'm just, once again, just trying to get all my layers so that they're flush against the zipper. So I catch them all in the stitch. Because then I have to fold this up. Yes, this is a Sallie Tomato pattern, which I have never made before. So I was really excited about it. My bottom layer is wanting to slip away from the edge. And so that's why I'm just like messing with it with my fingers. I'm just having a little moment over here. All right, we're going to flip it up and see if we caught it. And if we did, we're going to say, gotcha. All right. Done. 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 Oh, yeah. We got it. Okay, we'll top stitch that in a minute. Let's grab our other one real quick, since we're doing both sides. And I am going to, once again, put some tape, but I think I'm going to use thicker tape this time and see if that helps this corduroy want to stay put. Sherry says, with corduroy, you can use pins. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't have any pins right here. Oh, thank you. I'm excited, Evelyn. I think it's going to be a fun bag. Okay, so I'm going to do the same process on this one. But this time I'm using 1/4 inch tape instead of 1/8 inch tape. And maybe that will help it not to shift like it did on the last one. So I'm taking my main bottom panel and my little zipper hidey thingy. There's a name for it, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to look it up. Zipper hidey thingy goes right here. You know what? I'm going to learn a lesson and be wise. I'm going to base this on first so it doesn't slip. What a concept, right? I'm just going to base this layer real quick. And it's going to be through tape, so that's going to be exciting for me. But that's why we have that. Ka-chow. Beep, 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 boop, boop. Oh, so are you oh, so are you oh, so are you, oh, so are you. Okay, so I went ahead and basted that one down. You know, it probably says to do that in the directions, and I was just being a smart aleck, and I was skipping a step. That never really works well for me. Okay, so now we're going to take this little guy here and we're going to go right side down with the handles facing, you know, the bottom of the bag. I'm just doing it upside down. And then we're just going to sew this at the full seam allowance onto here. It's just going to be great. You're going to love it. Trust me. You're just going to love it. Using corduroy for the first time. Learning some lessons. It's always a good thing. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just getting past this zipper. There we go. I'm coming up on my webbing. And once again, if you're keeping track, it's 4 layers of corduroy plus the webbing right here. But the corduroy is not crazy thick. It's fluffy, but it's not like, I wouldn't say it's at all the same as 4 layers of vinyl. It's just like, whee! Okay. See if my needle is cleaned. Okay, cool. So, now what we're going to do with these panels is we're going to flip up the top part of it. And we're going to top stitch it, leaving the little zipper Heidi secret spy ledge right there. Okay, that's that. So I'm just flipping this up. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to top stitch all the way through this, even through the webbing, making sure that my seam allowance is up towards the top. So I'm going to lengthen my stitch a little bit. I'm not looking up at all, sorry. This is the Morning Post from Sallie Tomatof, sewing in a soloist. I can't help it. I actually don't even know I'm doing it. That's funny. Just had someone ask me today if I had any laptop bags. And I don't. Huh. The only other laptop I made is the one from Lynn's Handmade. It's the Eli. But I made it for... Oh, do you know what I didn't do, you guys? I didn't sew this webbing down. They're all sewn down except for this one. I got to talking and forgot. I'll do that right now. The Eli laptop bag is one that you measure what you want to put in it. And then you do kind of the pattern pieces according to those measurements. And so that bag was made specifically for the laptop I used to use. But I use another one now that's smaller. And so I just thought I would try another one. Although this is going to be huge. This is way bigger than my laptop. So at the very beginning when I was prepping things, I sewed this down and this down and this down. And it looks like I didn't sew this one down. So no harm, no foul. We're just going to sew it down right now before we do the next step. I don't think you'll even be able to tell. Okay. It's all good. Okay. So let's just check and make sure it's top stitched. I've got my little peekaboo ridge right there. Got my zipper. Goes into a nice pocket. Both of those are sewn on. I'm going to get ready to put that together with the foam. Okay, all I have to do is top stitch this guy here, and we are going to be attaching the foam in the back panel. Yes. That's actually all the pockets for this guy. There's no more pockets. Okay, here we go. Once again, I'm just top stitching the top part with all my seam allowance going up. And I'm going to come a little bit ways. I'm going to move my zipper pull behind and keep going. And I just kind of keep checking under it to make sure that that seam allowance is still going towards the top. Yep, yep, yep. It's fine. It'll be fine. That's right. It's fine. Okay. There it is. There's the back panel. There's the front panel. All right. So now all we have to do to finish these off is to add foam and the lining piece to them. So I'm going to grab, sorry, I have stuff stacked on top. Let me grab a couple things here. All right, so here's my foam. Take one away of each. Okay, so I could spray it. I'm going to spray just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit so it doesn't shift too much. It's not going to spray all the edges, but just so it doesn't like slidey slide everywhere. Okay, so canvas, foam. I do need Smarties from Canada. Guys, Smarties from Canada are chocolate. Don't let the name fool you. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on this side. Okay, and I'm just going to do my best to kind of get it on here. We're going to clip it, and then we're just going to baste these layers together all the way around. Corduroy looks so comfy, doesn't it? I love the Annabelle bag. You do, Bev? I have a terrible confession to make, guys. I still haven't made it. I'll make it. I was actually hoping to make it with Kassiah for the first time. But then she got kind of sick and then we didn't. And here we are. Everyone's made it. Okay. If you're just joining, this is the morning post from Sallie Tomatof. I'm using corduroy, which I did not interface, which I am feeling a little bit of regret about, but it's not the end of the world. It is causing a few problems. Now I'm just going to baste around all of it. And you want to try to make sure you're really catching all of your layers when you do this. When you get here, make sure you lift your handles up and out of the way. I'm just going to restart right here. It was pulling weird. I wasn't sure what was happening there. Okay, just basting the foam, the interior panel, or interior lining, or I don't know what it's called. And the main panel that we've already pieced together that's got a zipper pocket in it. I did put a tag on one side, and so this one doesn't have a tag, so this one's my back. But they're really identical. Now you could add more pockets to the inside. I think the reason why the inside doesn't really have pockets is because the thought is to put your laptop in there. But I was thinking about this. If I use this for my conducting scores, I would probably do some kind of a divider pocket. And I would probably do some little, a pocket for marking pens and maybe my batons. So I think I may be having fun with this one. I think I'm going to alter it. Make a conducting bag out of it. Although, do you guys want to hear something so sad, you guys? I can't find my conducting batons anywhere. And I know it's not a big deal to you, but to me, it's devastating. I had them 2 weeks ago at rehearsal, and then I showed up Friday. They weren't in my bag. No, I think I just need to get my machine looked at. My bobbin's not running though. Anyways, I can't find my batons, and I have a concert this week. So, all right, so there it is. There is the inside. Okay, outside, and in just a minute, we're just going to add rivets now that we have the foam. All right, we're just going to do the same thing to this guy here. Yeah, Sherry, I think it is rattling. I just need to call Ruben at Ralph's and have him talk me through it, because Kassiah keeps telling me to do it. And I think about it while I'm sewing with her, but then I don't do it. So hopefully she's not watching this right now, because she'll be like, Susan, I told you. They probably are, Natalie. I was so devastated when I showed up to rehearsal and my batons were in my bag. Because I had practiced my music, but I hadn't practiced with my batons at all during the week. And so it didn't even dawn on me until I got to rehearsal. I had to use a pencil. Oh, can you believe that? How many of you watch old tutorials? I got material to make an Esperanza from Ora Rosa. Kassiah's video is 4 years old. It's crazy to believe she's been doing videos that long. I know, how embarrassing, right? Okay. I was like, here's my pencil. Don't make fun of me. So I have lining side, our lining panel, the foam, and then I'm going to put the foam and the outer panel together. And you can see this one has my little tag on it. So we're going to call this the front. You call it whatever you want, okay? The other day we were on a video, maybe it was Patreon, and I was talking about how I got sucked into, sometimes I get sucked into playing the piano. I have a lot of instruments, and it's hard for me sometimes to concentrate on other things because I walk in to get something and all my instruments are there talking to me. And so the other day I walked into the music room to grab something, but the piano was calling my name. So I thought, I'll just play a few notes. A few notes turned into an hour, a full dive hour of me grabbing another book and another book and another book. And oh yeah, what about this one? Anyways, I ended with Les Mis, and I was going through all the Les Mis pieces. And so then I was singing it, and I realized that my daughter had never heard Les Mis. So we're doing this. I was doing like a Les Mis reenactment. Although, there's some stuff that it's really kind of hard to explain to kids in that. So I'm not sure if it's the best one. Anyway, so we were just talking about Les Mis, and guess what came up on my phone? Les Mis is going to do a Broadway show about 4 hours from my house. Or 3 hours, I don't know, 4 hours from my house, like this month. So, was my phone listening to me when I said Les Mis over and over again and gave me that ad? Or did the universe just want me to see it? Or both? I might have to go see it. Oh, hi Bryce and Marcia. That's cute. How's it going? Natalie, go have some good dinner. Oh no, you guys. I just knocked my zipper off. Tragedy. Turn your heart into stone. So then, of course, the next 2 days I had to go and listen to Les Mis over and over again. This is all I have lived for. All I have known. The others cause you tried to run. Susan, what is that black gadget? Is it this that you're talking about? This is, wait for it. Dun, dun, dun. This is my computer stand. And I figured out how to put it to the table and lift it up and out of the video. And I can still see comments, but the computer's not in the video. How about that? Amazon.com. Oh, people. Done. Our pockets are done. Our panels are done. Our straps are done. Done, done, done. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. If I can get to it, I'm going to put rivets here. Boom, boom. Just to kind of strengthen this. I just don't know how far I can get this in here. Do you have faith in me? Maybe I should mark them. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Instead of just willy-nilly. Nobody wants willy-nilly. Now I have that song in my head. I spent a summer by his side. Oh, perfect. I just dropped my other zipper pull. What's going on over there? It's craziness, right? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Let's rivet like it's hot. Maria, never seen Les Mis? Well, I mean, it's not like pleasant and happy necessarily, but it's incredible. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it in Vegas multiple times when the Broadway show was touring there, and I've seen it in LA. And oh, it's crooked. You know what I do? This might be stupid. It'll be fine though. I'm gonna go next to it, and the rivet will cover it up. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Do you like seeing me struggle? Is it fun? Your mom loves Les Mis. Really? I don't think my mom would love Les Mis. This is one of the suggestions in the pattern. She said if you want to rivet 3 once the foam's in there. Or, no, she said rivet or stitch. She was stitching, but I thought, you know what? There's nothing like a nice rivet. Unless it's crooked and then it drives you crazy forever. Am I right? I hadn't watched West Side Story either. Maria, now you're losing me. You are losing me. West Side Story is like a staple. Leonard Bernstein, hello. Okay, someone's asking. Evelyn, Susan, what does it look like when you open up your pocket? Well, it looks like a party is what it looks like. Party time, woo, woo. It's nice and big. Stripey party. I feel like my rivet's always gone a hair crooked, even though I have the placement ruler. Yeah, I don't ever do rivets great, but I do them great enough. Good enough. It's just hard because it's hard to get into this space right here. I don't feel like that's right. Okay, let me just put the rivets in real quick and grab my zipper pull that fell to the other side of my table, because now we're going to need it. We're on to the gusset and then we're putting it together. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Do 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 do. Sorry guys, I'll be right there. I guess I was a little ambitious doing 8 rivets. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Okay, numero uno. A little crooked, but we're going to call it art. My holes didn't go all the way through, so I'm going to take this little guy. just about there. I'm coming. The computer's not frozen, I promise. I'm still here. I forgot to bring my rivet press over by the camera. So, I'm just going to do it here. Boop. All right. Party people. Making bags. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go, guys. Front panel, back panel. Susan, did you have dinner? No, I didn't have dinner yet. I've been busy. Okay. It's a new YouTube thing during live streams. What is? What is? I missed it. Huh. I missed it. What's the thing that's new inside YouTube live streams? Oh, pop-up ads? That's really weird. Okay, so there we go. Front and back. That's classy. That's real classy. Okay, so we are going to be basting our foam onto our corduroy for this zipper gusset. I got part of it beforehand, but I thought I would just do part of it on the video. And so I'm just going to be basting a strip of corduroy to a strip of foam. And then we're going to add this to the zipper. And so this particular bag, the way that I've done it, the only interfacing it has is foam. And there's foam on the gusset parts, and there's also foam on the, as you just saw, in between the front panel and the lining. So we'll see how it does as far as structure goes. See if that's enough to get it a nice structure, or maybe I should have used Decorative. We're going to find out one way or another, aren't we? All right. Corduroy just makes me want to pet it. Would you interface? I think I would, Bev. I might. I mean, we'll find out when it's done. I'll see how it looks. If it holds up the structure well enough, maybe I wouldn't. Okay. Piece numero uno. And here's our second piece. And then we're going to bring this bad boy over. And we're going to attach it. Something interesting about corduroy is that the ends kind of shred off. I'm like, I'm losing material as I go. The seam allowance for the next step is pretty big, so that's why I'm not super worried about the edges. But you can see it's kind of wavy a little bit, and I wonder if interfacing it would have stopped that. So, I don't know. We'll see how the finished product looks, and then we'll decide. This is just an experiment. What pieces am I sewing right now? This is the part of the zipper gusset. The gusset that is going to have the zipper in between it. So, it's this part right here. It's the top, and I'll show you my finished one from my practice one. It's this. This one I used Tulip Bee Smoothie Smooth. Not Smoothie Smooth. Her Signature Smooth. And then I used some Wonderground. And so this has foam inside of it. So that's what I'm doing for this. Okie dokie pokey. So I'm going to put my zipper pulls on later. If you see me attaching this to the other part of the gusset and I haven't put zipper pulls on, feel free to yell at me in the chat. Hi, Sheila. What's for dinner? I didn't cook tonight. I was so busy today I didn't get a chance. So it's whatever people can find. Yesterday we had this like vegetable stir fry. I think it was really good. Okay, so trying to think the best way to do this. There's gonna be overhang on each side that I'm gonna be cutting off. So you don't have to necessarily put it in a certain place. I have tape. I'm just laying this down. Right side of my exterior zipper panel to the right side of my zipper. Okay, so you see how that is. And then on the back side of my zipper, I'm going to put my other zipper panel gusset part. Sorry, I don't always use the right words, but this part. Long, skinny inside stuff that goes with the zipper. That's what I call it. And I'm going to tape this also to the edge. And I'm just going to make sure that I line it up with where my corduroy was. Okay, so I'm going right side down to the back side of the zipper. Zipper sandwich. Now, my foot is a skinny foot and not a zipper foot. And I discovered earlier today that one side is thinner than the other. And so I'm going to do this backwards from how I would normally do it. I have to think about it though. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to do it backwards from how I would normally do it so I can get closer to it. There it is. All right, so I'm attaching this zipper sandwich. Okay. And then I'm going to flippity-doo-dah it up, and I'm going to top stitch. Ooh, I might have got a little too close. We'll see. I'll have to make sure I pull it out. The corduroy is just so poofy anyways, and then I put foam in it. It's fine. It'll be fine. Beep. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I need to pull my other part too. You're probably like, Susan, what are you doing? I don't know. Let me just pull like 4 stitches out real quick. Okay, so now I'm going to pull both of these pieces away from the zipper panel, or away from the zipper tape, like this. And I'm going to just top stitch along the whole thing. Okie dokie. Try to have the direction of your corduroy both go in the same direction on your zipper panels. Do not forget the zipper pulls. Thank you. Yes, I am almost there. Yes, when I cut this out, I actually had to recut a piece because I realized I wanted the corduroy to all be facing. I didn't want it to be that way. I wanted it to be this way. And because it's got foam in it, it is actually kind of hard to pull away, but I just don't want this bottom part to slip too much. All right, we did it. That's great. Okay, now we're just going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we're gonna put zipper pulls on, y'all. Okay, so there's half of it, and now we're gonna do the other half, and I already put tape on the zipper tape. Hi, Annette. You came. All right. If you guys don't know Annette, she is pretty much one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. So there's that. Okay, so I'm putting right sides together of my exterior long zipper gusset piece. And I'm going to sandwich in between. It's really poofy, right? Because we have all this foam in here. I'm going to go ahead and sandwich the zipper in between the lining now, which I did put tape on so it wouldn't wiggle around too much. You could use clips if you want, or you could just hold it if you're just feeling crazy and saucy. All right, so now I'm just going to line it up with my other one. I'm going right side down onto the back side of my zipper tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and sew at the full seam allowance and then pull these down and top stitch, and we'll put our zipper pulls on. Okay, and because of the way my foot is, I have to think about this. It gets closer on one side than the other. Is this my side? Yep. Yep. Is the corduroy like an upholstery weight or corduroy for clothing? That is a great question. I would say it's closer to clothing corduroy, but this is just my totally uneducated and unexperienced opinion. But it's like a corduroy you would see people wearing like overalls with. It's very soft. It has maybe a little more give into it than I realized. And so when we're done, we're going to decide if I should have interfaced or not. Because I've had some wavy zippers and a few things happening here. But that could just be me. It's not necessarily the material. It's not necessarily its fault. It might be my fault. It might be my fault. Okay. Now I'm going to pull this bad boy away and top stitch this bad boy open. I'll pull it with my fingers. Man, it actually kind of hurts after a while. And I'm going to tell myself, put your zipper pulls on after this, Susan. Do it. Do it, Susan. Do it. I need to check. It sounds funky. I wasn't catching both layers. Okay, it won't take me long. I'm just gonna fix it really quick. I was pulling the corduroy, but evidently I wasn't catching the back of it. Let me just fix this real fast. It's a learning curve to sew with not only corduroy, but corduroy lined with foam and have it be such a small little strip because it's wanting to push everything out. So let me just fix that real quick. Otherwise, nobody's going to want this bag, you guys. They're going to be like, oh my goodness, did you see her top stitching? I'm so embarrassed for her. Natalie, you're back. Did you have dinner? Tell me what you had so I can live through you. Was it delicious? Did you have to cook it and clean it? I actually like cooking a lot. I don't mind that at all. I have a hard time having the right attitude to clean after I've cooked. I'm usually like, forget it. Because like you only have so much energy for that, right? So corduroy's poofy, I can see what I did. I thought I was sewing on it, but it was the tall part of the corduroy, and the stitches were sinking right next to it, and I missed it altogether, even though it looked like I was sewing on it. Does that make sense at all? Probably not. So I'm going to come in a little further away from the zipper this time, so I don't fall off of the corduroy. That'll do it. That's fine. It all of a sudden sounded different. And the sound was that I was only sewing through the zipper tape. I wasn't catching the material anymore, even though it totally looked like I was. Why are you having a date with Jack? Evelyn, Jack and I are practically best friends now. So don't be jealous. But I used to freak out about having to rip stitches out, especially on a video. I was like, oh, forget it. I'll just do it. But then I'm like, oh, everyone makes mistakes. It's okay if I rip a couple stitches out. I think sometimes it's just as valuable to say, oh, look at this. This was not good. Let's try to fix it. Otherwise, you watch a polished, edited video where everything's perfect, and then you sit at your table, you try to make it, you're like, wow, I made a million mistakes. Guess what? They did too, but they just edited those parts out. So, or maybe not. Maybe I just think they do so that I can feel better about myself. The truth is, Kassiah's live sewing is just as good as her edited video sewing. So maybe that logic doesn't work. I think she's so used to it now. And Evelyn, I don't know what I'm having for dinner. Dinner tonight was a get it yourself, everyone. So I'm not sure what everyone had. I'll probably just do something super simple. Okay. So what I was saying is the way the foot was on it, it looked like I was sewing on the corduroy. My corduroy is the same color as my zipper tape, which I know. I'm the one who chose that, so it's totally my fault. But I thought it was sinking into the corduroy, but it was actually slipping right past it onto the zipper tape. And I could feel it. I could hear the difference in the sound. And so I'm going to try that again. And I'm going to go in just a little more to make sure I catch it. All right. Let's do it again. Mr. Slim Shady. My machine's name is Slim Shady, in case you didn't know that. All you other Slim Shadies are just imitating. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Hey! Hey! Oh yeah, now we're sinking into this corduroy. That's real nice. Okay, and while I'm here, I'm just gonna baste these layers together, which will make the final construction a little bit easier, I think. I haven't looked up in a while, sorry. Yeah, Slim Shady's back. Hey, what's up, Sigh? Oh, Jennifer said so, the outer edge. You and I were thinking the same thing. Kassiah, what did you have for dinner? We're discussing what dinner plans are. I don't have any dinner plans. Although you have sick kids, so you probably did not have anything fun happening for dinner. Oh, waffles sound really good. Except, can you believe it, Siah? I'm out of syrup. I just can't believe it. I just feel like that's terrible. I'm all out of we bought the really good maple syrup when we went to Canada. And I was kind of like hoarding that for a while. It's gone now. So now we have to have regular grocery store syrup. Whatever. Absolutely, Natalie. All right, after this, what are we going to do? We're going to put zipper pulls on. Oakley got on the camera when I was in the other room and ate left. Seriously, didn't Oakley eat Chick-fil-A yesterday too? Oakley. And she was probably like, what? Hi, cute. I like how she always acts surprised when you're like, Oakley. She's like, what? I didn't do anything. Okay, there you go. We're going to put some zipper pulls on, trim the zippers, put some D-ring connectors on the bottom gusset part, and attach it together. Charlotte has the flu and full force. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? Did she knock the jar of fish down? Oh my gosh. Natalie, I accept. And I will send you home with lots of goodies. And we will go to In-N-Out. Oh my gosh, is Charlotte so sad? Oh. Oh, Siah, I'm sorry. I wondered. If your kids are so sick, they're going to want you there. Fine. I'll just have my weekend without you. I don't know if that was right. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I've got this overhang of zippers. So I'm just going to go clippity clappity. Oh, you're still not feeling well? Oh, Siah. It's been a hard one, hasn't it? Okay. I'm going to, well, take care of yourself. I wish I was there to take care of you, actually. How are you going to get better if you're sick and your kids are sick and there's no one to help you? Ugh. The waste. Okay, my friends, I am going to show you something that was a little bit of a mistake, and I decided purposely not to fix it so I can show you how. I decided not to redo it so I can just show you how I'm going to fix it. Because sometimes we can't recut things, right? Sometimes you're out of material and you're like, well, that's a bummer. Okay, so put this aside for a minute. I've already put foam to this part of the gusset, okay? And when I did it, I had foam sticking out. And I thought, oh, I must have cut my foam wrong. But the truth is, I cut this wrong. And it's just not quite, like, it's not going to be caught in my seam. And I sat here thinking, well, maybe it's enough. So I based it on there. I'm like, no, it's not going to catch. And I didn't want to have to cut another thing of corduroy and another thing of foam because I felt like it was a waste. And I thought, surely we can fix it. So I had a little scrap of corduroy and I just sewed it on the end. So I'm going to just do the same on this side so you can see what I decided to do. I don't think it's going to make a difference. And I just decided, you know what? I don't want to cut a whole other strip of corduroy and waste it. Because I feel like it's precious. And so we're going to sew. We're just basically basting this part of it on. Because this part's going to be sewn in. It's not going to show. Okay. But then when I come up to this part, I want it to be a finished edge. So I'm just folding it under. Like that. I'm saying, get in there, you cute thing, you. Yes, Evelyn, thank you. I did put them on. Siah, you do what you gotta do. Honestly, the most important thing is that you get better. I mean, the second most important thing is that you're here for my birthday, but we can't have them both. Okay. So instead of recutting it, that's what I did. I just put those two ends on it. Is it ugly? I don't know. Okay, now the next thing you do is you take a D-ring, okay? And you fold it in. Can you see that? Like that. I think I'm going to use tape. I'm realizing this is kind of tricky. Oh, thank you. My zipper pulls are, they came with my Zipper Valley order. And I was like, thank you. That's so nice. Okay, so I'm just folding this like here, like so. Okay. And then I'm going to put them a certain measurement. If I can find my ruler anywhere. I'm just a mess over here. Oh, that's funny. It's ending up where the stitching is. It's like it was all planned from the beginning. And then I'm just going to sew this baby on there. Now, you can rivet it, which I would normally do, but I just used all my nickel rivets on that other piece. And I'm out of rivets. So we're just going to sew this on, okay? Okay, now this is the part But I need to protect. I need to protect this hardware. I'm not sure what to use. I'm gonna get some vinyl. Hi, Gabriella. How was it?
It was fine.
Okay, good.
Oh, are you being your light still?
Yeah.
My bad.
It's okay, you can talk to me. Okay. Estella, I'm making the morning post by Sallie Tomatof. All right. I'm gonna go like this. I'm not sure if that worked. What just happened? Okay, yeah, it worked. That was funny. Since I'm not gonna do a rivet, I'm gonna go ahead and do an X. Oh my gosh, Evelyn. You're very cute, thank you. I really wasn't actually trying to say, hey, it's my birthday. I was just teasing Kassiah because she was coming for my birthday and now she's not. But she, over the years, has put an incredible effort on my birthday. She earns the sister prize for sure. All right. So when you're done, and if you were like me and had a little addition, you've got this little panel on here, and that's sewn right there. So now we're going to do one for the other side real quick. Then we're going to piece this baby together. All the parts are done. Okay, so remember, we're just putting this in here. I'm going to use a little tape. Thank you, guys. Starbucks honey. Well, Evelyn, did you watch that video yesterday? Someone brought me this chocolate covered strawberry something Starbucks drink. It's like a frappuccino. It was so good. So thank you. I will go get one more. I never know what to get at Starbucks because I'm not a coffee drinker. But man, that was delicious. Something just fell. I don't know what it was. Hopefully I don't need it. Okay. Thank you, everyone. You're so sweet. Okay. After the addition, is your gusset the correct length? Yes, it is. Because my foam was the correct length. I just had to extend the corduroy a little bit. It was just the corduroy that somehow was not cut correctly. I don't know who did that. Just kidding, it was me. All right, I'm gonna roll this up, put it underneath it. Yeah, and both sides didn't necessarily need the addition, but I did it on both sides so it would look the same. Otherwise, it would be so embarrassing, right? Oh no, Sebastian has it too. And he was your dog watcher. Well, you done did it now. You are stuck for the weekend. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. And that your kids are sick. So I cannot complain. Oops, I forgot to protect it. Ah, silly me. All right, I'm just doing my little X. X marks the spot. Spot that means a lot. Oh, please don't say sorry. You're totally fine, Siah. Just the fact that you even were thinking about it and made the effort and bought a ticket is super thoughtful. I will see you another time. Don't even worry about it. Okay. All right, my friends. The moment we've been waiting for. I guess I should have checked to see if they're the same width. Pretty darn close. Bam. All right, we're just going to do a big sandwich on this, guys. So, we are taking our zipper gusset piece to our bottom gusset, and we're going right sides together, and it's very fluffy indeed. So I'm going to clip some of this around it. And I think because it's so fluffy, I'm just going to base this on before I add the other part. Just so I don't have things shift. Okay. Oh, thanks, Evelyn. They're Zipper Valley zipper pulls. They came with my order when I got the corduroy. Fun, right? Okay, so I'm going right sides to right sides. And then I'm turning it to the back and I'm adding my lining piece. Right side to right side of the lining piece. And now I'm going to sew at my full seam allowance, I think. We are now to the portion that I didn't practice. So, but I just have to see what the seam allowance is. Got it. Okay. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay, now we're going to pull this up. And we're going to top stitch through the corduroy section, which is the top section. Oh, that's pretty. I'm in such a hurry and such a frantic rush that I haven't really looked at how beautiful this corduroy is. I'm hoping it won't be too wrinkly once we, put it around the thing. Okay, now I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go right side to right side. And I'm going to be careful that my D-ring kind of flips down so it's not in the way. All right, right side to right side. And I'm going to do like I did last time. And I'm going to base this guy together before I add the lining piece. It's nice to not have it slip. It's pretty fluffy with all the foam in it. Okay, and then I'm going to go right side to right side here. Sonia, hi. How are you? Oh my goodness. Gabriella. Natalie says hi.
Hi, Natalie.
She says hi, Natalie. you're just going to flip it so it's all kind of the right direction, all right? And then I'm going to top stitch this part now. So I'm just going to kind of pull everything out of the way. My computer or any computer is going to be very happy in this bag. It's going to be a comfy place to live. Okay, now I'm just going to sew these layers together so they stay put. Try to get it to the center here the best I can. You know what? It might be easier to do it from underneath. So I'm going to try it from underneath. Sonia B is Tulip B's biggest fan. I have to admit, Annette, I am growing more and more partial to only your stuff. I'm always sad when I don't have what I want out of your stuff. I'm like, oh. Okay. Ooh. I'm excited to see this go together. Sorry it's such a long video, but I am making a whole bag and talking at the same time. Does that count for anything? Probably not. All right. There she be. There's lots of fraying happening, which I'm not worried about because it's going to be all in the seams. But in the meantime, it just looks really kind of all wild. It's all wild up in here. There's just threads everywhere, you guys. Everywhere you look. Ouch, I poked myself. Okay, so there's the gusset. All right, so we are going to take these two pieces here, and we're going to round the edges and attach it all together. I think I'm going to do it from the back side because it's going to be easier to see if I use a silver pen. So she gives you this little piece in the pattern, and it's just a little circle. And all we're going to do is we're going to line it up on the edge and just trace. And it's just going to help us round these edges off. Good, Lucy. I'm glad it was long enough for you to catch it. My favorite is when people say, oh, I have to go, but hopefully I'll come back in time. And I'm always like, oh, girl, you will be back in time. Trust me. This is where we're going to be. Okay. I think I'll take these scissors. And I've just cut a little curve right there. And we're just going to do this to both, and then I'm just going to stitch it real quick. Just where I cut it. Just because I don't want things sliding. Oh, thank you. I do need water. I haven't had water in hours. Buckies. Cindy says, mark your centers. Cindy, that's fantastic advice. I will mark my centers on my pieces here and also on my gusset. All right. Let's do this one too. You know, I only practice portions. I haven't actually put one of these all the way together, so I'm so excited. I'm always so amazed at the finished product. I'm like, wow. That's magical. All right. Oh, one more. Almost forgot that little guy. So it's here. I need to just put the insert in here. The one in here isn't working. And so I just grabbed a refill. I'm crazy like that, Evelyn. Who needs a whole pen when you can just use the refill, right? I can't wait to resize this and try it for a conducting bag. I'll have a slot for my music, and on the other panel I'll have pens and pencils, and then maybe like a pocket that goes long ways for my baton case. If I ever find my baton case. All right, I'm just gonna go over this really quick because I don't want any of the layers coming apart when I'm attaching to the gusset. That would be super frustrating and very sad. Now I can't find my scissors. I'm awesome. I'll get different scissors. You guys should see my sewing space right now. It's so bad. There's stuff everywhere. Oh, I forgot to cut this one. All right. Let me stitch these corners and we're going to clip a gusset. Cynthia, I have a case of 4 batons that I like, my precious batons that I have bought over the years. That I like try out different ones. And 2 weeks ago at rehearsal, I had my case. Put it in my music bag, came home. I did practice conducting, but I didn't practice with my baton. I was just, you know, studying the score and writing notes and stuff. And I got to rehearsal, didn't even think to look in my bag before I left home. And when I got to rehearsal, my baton case wasn't in my bag. And I thought, well, I'm sure it just fell out in the music room at my house. So I came home and went straight there, looked under the couch, looked everywhere, and it's nowhere to be found. So there's one more place I can look. I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it too much because it's going to make me very sad. Like, I've, you know, chosen those 4 over the last 20 years. It's like Harry Potter, you know, it chose me. I did check my car, but here's what I'm thinking. At last week's rehearsal, I used someone else's car because I was going out of town and going to be in the snow, and I needed 4-wheel drive. So the only thing I can think of is if it's in that truck. So I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty. This is where I get nervous. Because this is where the bag goes from beautiful to gorgeous. Or from beautiful to, oh well, mess that up. Thank you. It is cute. Corduroy's adorable, right? Right, so I'm marking centers of both top, bottom, and both sides. And then I'm going to do the same for the gusset, so I can kind of set it on those spots first and then ease it into everything else, just so it's not crooked and weird. All right, get another drink of water. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I was wanting to use corduroy and just try it. Okay. So, I'm going to find my centers of my gusset by lining up my side seam first. And just going down. And then I'll do the same. I'll just line up this and just go all the way up. And then we'll line up those little divots together to find where the middle of the side is. I realize you probably know that, but there might be one person on here who doesn't. Now I'm going to line up this clip with that clip. I'm going to go out. Yeah, the side of the corduroy is so fuzzy. It's funny. It's like disintegrating in my hands. And I'm just covered in little fuzzies everywhere. My vacuum's going to love me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right sides to right sides. I'll do, it doesn't matter which one, so I'm just going to grab one of them. Lay it face up. I'm going to turn my gusset inside out. Okay, and I'm going to start at this top divot I have. This is the top middle. And where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, I didn't mark both sides. Just a minute. Okay. And it doesn't matter which side of the gusset because they're both the same. If you have, like, sometimes you have to really think about what side you want and what where the zipper's going, but it's two zippers. It's absolutely the same all the ways you look at it. So it's actually quite forgiving. Oh, huh. Put your handle in. Okay. I haven't been reading comments. Let's see. Oh, hi, Rose. You just finished work? I need a drink. I should have dinner first, too, before I go to bed. But first we have a bag to make, and it's very serious. All right, I'm clipping the top a little bit, and then I'll go to the bottom. Dusty Rose Corduroy, yeah. It's from Zipper Valley. I saw it, and I thought, why not? Okay, now I'm going to find my bottom mark, which is hiding from me. But I found it. And I'm going to clip that together. Bless you, Gabriella. Bless you. And then I'm going to go do the same thing to my sides. Now remember, I have foam in all of this, and so it's a little poofy. Okay, got my sides matched up. So now I'm going to clip these. And my last side. Everyone says hi, Gabriella. Everyone says hi.
Hello.
She says hello. She's upstairs, most likely drying. Or having her evening tea. Are you having your evening tea? She has peppermint tea and an apple every night.
I'm not. They want to see me work in progress.
Oh, they do. You guys want to see her work in progress?
Where's the camera?
Here. Come to this side of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to switch the camera. Okay?
Where?
Do you see
Where's
that? Do you see that top one there?
Yeah.
That's you. So you have to crouch down a little bit.
Where's the camera though? I'm kind of blind.
It's the phone. Do you see that? Tell them about it. What'd you make it out of?
A cereal box. It's not done yet. I'm making wait. Holiday dragon this year for each holiday. Wait. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, because you did one for New Year's, right?
Yeah, I did a New Year's one, and this is my Valentine's work in progress one.
Choose a cereal box for that one.
So, it's not close to being done, but yeah.
It's just the beginning, so.
Just the beginning.
Tell them about your thing.
What thing? Oh. I got invited to an art competition for my school. Only 10 people in my school are able to go. And the teachers invite you, like, you don't recommend it yourself, kind of a thing.
Crouch down a little bit so they can see your face.
I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Keep talking.
I mean, I guess they can't see my face. Hi.
So they recommend you, and then what do you do at this art thing?
Oh, they don't like it. Thank you. Oh, the art thing, we all draw for 4 hours, and then there's like a first place, second place, and third place kind of a thing.
And what are you going to draw? Because it's fantasy art, right?
Yeah, it's probably something with dragons. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say on camera.
You're fine. You're good. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right. She's always doing some kind of art. Usually in the kitchen at the counter. Tends to be her place she likes to be. I keep trying to clean up cabinets and drawers to keep art stuff so that it's not always out, but who cares, right? Doesn't really matter. I'm just glad she's happy. All right. I have to clip my gusset a little bit to make it fit. I'm just working it in there. To Evelyn, she does look like my husband a lot. Our oldest looks like me, and Gabriella looks like Bryce. It's fun. She fits right in between Charlotte and Marcus age-wise. So they're fun together. All right. Sorry, this is just tedious, time-consuming. You all know how it is. I'm just clipping the corners, making little clips in them of the gusset, not the main panel. And then I just take this and I kind of fit it with my fingers. And then I just kind of smooth it out from there. And then I hope for the best. And I throw clips around. Oh, and I drop a clip. I ordered the same corduroy as yours. Oh, that's awesome. You'll have to take a picture of what you make with it. I feel like some bags just beg for it. And this one, it said, "Give me corduroy." Oh, I must have done something weird because this one I don't have to clip at all. Which means I'm probably off somewhere, but it's fine. My computer is not going to care. Yeah, her and her dad are so creative. We always laugh. We're a house full of artists. I don't know how we get anything done. We all do different type of art, but we're all artists. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. I think we're ready. This is going to be a bound bag. If I was fancy, I would do it all at once, but I'm not. Evelyn, thank you. She's going to keep me from getting a headache. Okay. Here we go. Are we ready? Yes. I probably should have checked the bobbin. I bet it's getting low.
Or you?
That was so nice. Look, she brought me snacks. That's nice. I'm hungry.
I haven't eaten since I got home from school.
Go eat some
I'm
food.
just not hungry.
Not hungry? Well, do you want some of my snacks that you just got me? That was really nice of you.
Oh, I might make a quesadilla actually.
Okay.
I
Thank
just
you.
want to see the comments.
Oh. Here, let me show what they're saying.
What they said about my dragon.
Yeah, come back here. It's all back there. See that?
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you for my snacks.
Yes.
Oh, someone said they loved your Pokemon shirt. Oh, Natalie.
Oh, yay. Squirtle and Ditto are my favorite.
Squirtle. Do you think you can get me more water too? Please?
Yeah, it was Natalie's idea, by the way.
What? Oh, that's so cute. It's so needed. Thank you. I didn't realize I was hungry.
I'm always hungry.
You're always hungry? I know you are. That girl eats so much, you guys. She comes home from school, and I swear she eats for an hour before she does anything else. She brought me little Fig Newtons. They're perfect. I can feel it was angry at something, this D-ring. Okay. That went on really nice. It didn't slip very much. I'm glad I basted all those layers together. I think the foam would have messed with me and pushed things out. Okay. Well, it looks great. Okay. We're going to put some binding on this and add the other side, okay? So I'm going to do the barb, aka BJ method. But there's so much foam, I wonder if this is going to make it hard. That'll be all right. Thank you, sweetie. Fresh water. You the best. Thanks. Okay, so I'm just going to put it kind of on a few places here to measure it real quick. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm just measuring right now. And I pull it a little bit. And I wish I had black. Black would be my preference, but I was out of black. And I didn't want a pop of a random color. And so I'm going for white. Which makes it stand out, but oh well. You know what? You use what you have. Don't worry about it. I think sometimes we feel like we have to have all the perfect right things or we can't make a bag. But that's just silly. Just use what you have and be like, oh well. That's the way it is, people. Okay. Boom. Now, we're going to measure this and cut another one real quick. So I don't have to do that for the second side. I'm going to eat a bite of Fig Newton. Evelyn, now you want some Fig Newtons. Okay, so now I'm just going to sew these binding strips together in one long loop so I can put it on there, okay? And probably, just so we can finish this video, I'll do one side of binding, I'll attach the other side of the bag, and then I can do the other binding another time. Like on my own, we don't have to stay for all that. I know it's getting ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to go right sides together. I always have to think about this. I go right sides together, and I have to put the stitch this way so when I fold it down. Okay, you just think about, okay, when I fold this down, where is it going to take it? And then you'll know which angle to do it at. And I'm just going to go right across the diagonal. I'm going to back stitch a little bit. And I'm going to aim for my other. You could draw a line if you wanted. Or you could just be a savage like me and just guess. Savage. Yeah, these Fig Newtons that we have, they're the really nice, good ones that are not the little cheap ones. I mean, I don't know that they're expensive. That's what I'm saying. They're not. It's a different brand, and they're very hardy. See? That's one big loop. So let me just loop this guy together. And yes, I should have used a stiletto or a flathead screwdriver for that. I see that. That would have been so smart, you guys. I think I'm feeling the 3-hour bump that just happened and realizing, oh shoot, I gotta finish this up. Okay. Thank you, Annette. That's really sweet. Okay, I'm going to put that one aside for a minute. Now I'm going to come back to here, and you can put your seam anywhere you want it. I usually put mine on the side somewhere. So I'm going to attach the top first, and then I'm just going to kind of like put it on it so it stretches over it. Maybe. This is funny. It's all nope. So I can find my bottom, middle. I'm going to throw my clips, of course. And I'm going to open this little seam up that I made, just so it'll be not quite as big of a bump. Just crawled in bed. Good. I hope you can sleep, Siah. And thank you. It's a lot of work taking over your channel and entertaining the people of the internet. Someone's got to do it. Am I right? That's true. I don't want to sew my finger. That would be bad. Okay. And I'm just going to put, I don't have to clip the heck out of this. I am going to trim a little bit on the corner because I feel like it's a little too bulky right there. And, oh, my sewing wasn't the straightest I've ever seen. I'm not going to show you that. Actually, I don't care if you see it, but I can just feel that it's bulky. So I just trimmed it a little bit so I can pull this up and over. Oh, that feels really good. I might do that for the other corner too. Let's just trim the corner. Let's say maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. Because, you know, sometimes extra material kind of gets pushed in that corner. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Just like that. Yeah, there's lots that can be trimmed here, actually. I'm gonna go a little trim happy. Maybe I should go the other direction, though. Just once again, about 1/8 of an inch. I'm missing. Huh. I forgot to stitch up. What did I forget to do? Oh, I did notice that, and I went back and did that, Wendy. I did it at a certain step. When I was attaching the pieces together, I was like, oops. So I was able to do it. Thank you, though. I always appreciate you guys looking out for me. All right. See if we have it clipped enough. Did Did I trim that corner? I don't know. I'm going to trim it again. It needs more trimmed. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Well, now I'm going to always trim my corners because that feels so much better. Okay, you guys ready for this? Do 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 do. I'm gonna check my bobbin, okay? That's what friends are for. Ooh, my bobbin is hungry. We're gonna do a new one real quick before we do these last couple things here. There's nothing worse than sewing around your gusset or the binding and then realizing you ran out of bobbin thread a long time ago. It's the worst. It's the worst. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. You always trim your corner too? Well, I'm new to the trimming corner game, and now I know. All right. I'm going to wind that bobbin real quick. Drink some water. That's awesome that you caught that, Wendy. Were you watching it, yelling at the screen saying, "Your last handle"? I get to talking and forget where I was. Wow, I can't believe how much better the corners feel when they're trimmed. I think that's going to be my new sticker. Trim your corners. Trim your corners. Okay. That bobbin's ready to go. I'm excited to see this bag turned out. Yeah, probably does make it easier. I don't know why I never did that before. Okay. All right. We've got a new bobbin. We've got our binding on. Let's do it. Sorry, I guess I'm concentrating. I'm all quiet. Sorry. Oh, screwdriver? Let's try it. Well, that's overkill. Underkill? I don't know. It's just the bottom keeps slipping away from the edge. You know what I'm talking about? So I have to keep getting my hand under there. That's going to be one happy computer. Maybe it needs more clips probably, huh? I probably should have put more clips on it. I thought I was saving time. Well, guess what? I wasn't. Because it is slipping a lot. I just hope it's catching underneath. I know, that's what I get for starting a video at 6, but it is what it is, it is what it is. Knock on wood, I don't think I have anything crazy tomorrow. What made me exhausted is that a couple nights ago, 2 nights ago, a comedy of crazy things happened all throughout the day. And so it was 10 o'clock at night before I was able to sit and interface the Bartleby pieces for the next morning's video. And I sat down to do that, thinking, okay, I'll do this for a few minutes and go to bed. Because I had already cut the stuff out the week before. They were the wrong size. I had printed the wrong pattern size. Like, it didn't print correctly, and I didn't check my box. So I sat there kind of at my kitchen table just thinking, what am I going to do? Because everyone was asleep. I didn't want to wake everyone up. So I brought things up to the kitchen. And I cut out a new bag and interfaced it. First I had to cut enough, you know, the new paper patterns, cut those out. Figure out material. I didn't have enough material of the stuff I had already cut. Otherwise, I could have salvaged half of it. Anyway, so I was up till 2:30 prepping that bag. And so that's why I'm tired. It's because I'm just behind on my sleep. But I think tomorrow I don't have anything crazy. I was going to be getting ready tomorrow for my sister to come. No, she's not coming. That's okay. Maybe I'll call and sing to her all throughout the day. I'll say, now I'm going to sing you a song to make you feel better. Ooh, baby. We'll see if we caught the back of it, but That's nice. Okay. Oh, Kassiah, you are on here. Do you want me to call you throughout the day tomorrow to sing you songs wishing you well? Oh my gosh, I caught the whole thing. Well, that's a miracle. Okay. There we go. Let's add one more side on and then we'll turn it and burn it. And I'll do the binding for the other side off camera. Because you don't need to see that, but we do need to see the finished product. It's very important. All right, we've got everything marked already. So now we're going to put our handles in. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Handles in. Clips out, clips out. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Handles in, clips out, clips out. Line them up, line them up. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Centers first. Because the centers are the winners. And the sides sometimes glide. And the corners are the schmorners.
Mom?
Yeah.
Do you think I could take a quick shower and then eat an apple and have tea time?
Yeah, what time is it? 9:30?
Take a really quick shower.
Yeah, if it's a fast shower, you have time. Do you want me to sing too? Yes. While you shower. She just walked away. My kids never want me to sing. Carrie, do you want me to sing to you? Yeah. Welcome home, we're glad that you made it. We're sad that you left us, but we're glad that you made it. Let me see your hair, does it look real good? Did they do it nice like you said they would? That's your song, did you like it?
I feel like you spent a lot of time and put a lot of heart into it.
I did. I've been actually thinking of those lyrics all day.
Are you still on your live?
Sure am.
Are you?
Sure am. Because I'm a slow sewer.
How many people are hanging in there?
There's still 140 people with me. And they're like, lady, finish your bag so I can go to bed.
They're in it to win it?
They're not messing around.
They got your back?
They got my back. Listen. They're invested in this. Look, I listened to you guys. I just opened my zipper. Everyone's all, open your zipper. They help me. They always help me.
I feel like I could have a conversation with you right now.
No, I mean, we've been doing this for hours.
I know, I started to watch while I was in another time zone.
Oh, Siah, you have your quilt block. If you're sick, do you want me to do that video for you? Because I've got my quilt block done. But if you're well enough, just do it yourself. I don't want to do it.
Where'd you tell that to?
Everyone.
Oh.
Oh, Siah says hi, Carrie.
Hi. Hope she's feeling better.
Her kids are all sick now.
Are they?
So she's not coming anymore.
Oh. I'm sorry.
They're all getting it.
This is a big bag.
Listen, Carrie, I'm not messing around. Look at it. It's corduroy. It's a laptop bag. Do you need a laptop bag? Because I'm a professional on it now. Almost. I haven't quite made one yet.
Yeah, let's...
Look at this one. This is my practice one that I didn't quite finish.
That is so
Fancy, right?
sleek. Okay, I gotta go watch Jacob's game.
Okay.
Bye, YouTube.
Carrie says bye. They're probably like, who the heck is Carrie? She's our roommate and our friend. And she keeps life very exciting. And when she leaves for the day, we all say, where's Carrie?
She has no creative ability.
She wants you to know she has no creative ability. Good night, Bev.
I will not be turning and burning.
She will not be turning and burning anytime soon.
Does Siah feel good?
No, she's better, but her kids are not feeling well, so she's not going to come. Okay. Can't believe we're almost there. I can't believe we're almost there. We're clipping around one corner and we're almost there. Whee!
It's gonna be so fast.
Okay. I'm gonna clip, 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 and dip, dip, do. Bev said I can sing to her anytime. Good night, Beverly. I hope that you sleep. I hope that you dream of bags made faster than the one by me. La la la. I haven't even had dinner yet, Carrie.
You want me to make you something?
She brought me down the cutest thing. A bowl of pretzels and some fig Newtons.
Do you want me to?
Nah, I'm almost done. I'm going to do this and be done. Clip, 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 clip. Did you hear the music from the scissors? Mm-hmm. I have musical scissors. Watch. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Is that a different setting?
It's a different setting. And then if you use your left hand, it's in a minor key. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
What's the name of this bag?
It's the Morning Post by Sallie Tomatof, which is an adorable name for a bag designer.
Is that
She's
her
like,
real name?
I think her name's Jess actually, but it's called Sallie Tomatof Designs or something.
I like that. Okay.
Oh, Cynthia loves these scissors. Cynthia, these are called, I don't know. Cynthia, I went to a quilt show with my mom and we signed up for a class. And she said, if you're going to do that class, you have to buy the such and such scissors. And I said, what? She said, never mind. I'll just buy them for you. And these showed up at my house. I will ask her. They say Karen Buckley on them. I don't know if they used to belong to Karen Buckley or and my mom took them from her on the street or if she bought them and that's the name. But I can find them for you.
You never know with Sister Sharon.
You never know with
That's for sure.
the Swag Mama. She's a gangster for sure.
Especially if you're petty and something like that.
Uh-huh. So the class I took was this, it's by someone who everyone in that world knew, and I had never heard of her. Laura, I don't know. And she does these, it's just these beautiful art. So I made a big guitar out of it. It's just like paper art, basically. It's a method of quilting where you're placing paper and then sticky stuff and then different material, and then you quilt it all down. It was really cool. But I guess these scissors are the best because they're so precise. I probably shouldn't use them for stuff like this. They're meant for like little precise cuts, but I grabbed them and now I'm using them. And there you go. Oh, Karen Buckley scissors are awesome. Oh, hey, good. See? You guys know what they are then. They were not taken from a lady named Karen Buckley. They are the creator of the scissors. Okay. Well, she talked about them like I should know what they are. She goes, you definitely need such and such scissors. I'm like, okay. I don't know anything you just said. See, my mom and my sister get me into these pickles where I'm in the sewing world, but I don't actually know what they're talking about, but I enjoy it. And then I end up doing it, and I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Hi, Liz. Oh, Oh, you found the scissors. Good. Okay. She calls them the perfect scissors. Yeah, they are actually pretty incredible. Especially for anything that's really precise cutting. All right, my friends, this is it. We're gonna call it after this. I'll do binding later, but we're gonna sew this all together. We're gonna say bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna turn it out. We're gonna party. We're gonna dance around and say we did it. I think I should grab my stiletto. It's my home stretch. Yes, it does have a serrated edge. And that project I did with them, that guitar, it was so cool. And I was actually just thinking the other day, I wonder if I get Gabriella to draw one of her big dragons. If I could do a big dragon wall hanging for her using that same method. I'm gonna have to look into that. That'd be pretty cool. What time is this game at?
10.
Carrie's son plays hockey, everyone, and he's a goalie.
And he's like really good.
And he's really good. And we like to zoom in and watch when the hockey puck is at the other side of the ice rink, and he just spreads his arms and leans back on the goalpost. That's our favorite part, really. And then we went to Golden Knights game, and the goalie was doing that. So basically, Jacob plays for the NHL.
In our brains.
In our brains. He's practically the same as a professional hockey player.
Correct. And he has his new pad and stick.
And he has all his new gear. If he lets a goal get through after all that new gear,
his mom's gonna drive up there and fucking in
you're gonna take it back.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, enjoy the game. I don't think you guys have met Carrie on the screen yet. You didn't answer me earlier. Are you putting the shiny side or the matte side? I do the shiny side. I always do the shiny side. Should I do the matte side? I never even thought of doing the matte side. Maybe the matte side would draw less attention. Or maybe it slips less. I don't know. Thanks for inspiring me to sew tonight, working on a quilted applique wall hanging. Oh, that's awesome. You should post a picture when you're done so we can see it. Shiny? Yeah, I don't know. I always do shiny. I don't know why I never even thought to go the other way, but it's so shiny. I'm just making sure my handles are pulled down out of the way right when I come up to the top. I don't want to accidentally catch them in there. That would be so disheartening. I would probably cry a little bit, and then I would walk away, and then tomorrow I would rip it out and try again. I wouldn't cry, but I would walk away. I would cry inside my heart only, not out of my eyes. Measure once, cuss twice. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, that's a good question, Lucy. I think honestly, in the past, I have put way more clips on the binding, and I thought I was being clever and skipping a step and saving time, and it turns out it cost me more time because I had to keep messing with my hands. So now I know. Clips are the way to go. If you don't know if you should clip it, clips are the way to go. 9:45. You did good. That was a fast shower. You did good. Yes, next time I will do lots of clips. Get these out of my way. Mindy, you just clip at the very beginning and smooth a few inches at a time. You know, I've done that too. That was before I did the one where I put it all the way around. I wonder if that's easier. Yeah, Mamma Mia is such a great musical. I love that they're doing that one. Don't get me started. I can sing every song. Our local high school just did Mamma Mia this last year. And one of the girls in a youth group that I was helping with, she was one of the leads. She was so good. It was so good. Some layers kind of came unstitched and slipped over here. So I'm just trying to get myself out of a mess. Hey, we're almost there. Oh my goodness. It's almost turn and burn time. It's almost turn and burn time. And your bag is done and you want to see it. Turn and burn. Turn and burn. If you're not doing binding because your video is long, turn and burn. Turn and burn. All right. Which camera shall we turn and burn on? You guys, if I turn this camera, you're going to see the... You guys ready to see the mess behind me? Pretzels and parts everywhere. Whatever. Who cares? Yes. Can you see? Gosh, it's beautiful. There are some puckers. But I think we're going to say artistic choice. And we're going to say design original. That is a pretty sweet bag. I love it. Are you kidding me? Oh no, I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh happiness. You see it all? I can't tell if I'm in the camera. Maybe I should back up. Can I back up at all? This is the Morning Post. Okay, let's see what we have. We have handles. We have lots of pieces of corduroy everywhere. You can put a tag anywhere you want, but there's this hidden zipper. Hidden. And then you turn it to the back, and guess what? Another hidden zipper. Now, you can make it, these are for I put 2 zippers on the top. You could do 1 zipper pull or 2 zipper pulls. Doesn't matter. Okay? Then, when you open it up, it's just one big pocket, right? It's just one big space. It's meant to be for your laptop, your books, whatever you want. I think I'm going to make a larger one for my conducting stuff. And eventually, I just didn't get to it, but I'm going to do a crossbody. So this is going to be the crossbody strap. Do you love it or do you disagree? Okay, that's the Morning Post by Sallie Tomatof. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am just going to sit and stare at it for a minute, I think, because it's so beautiful. You know what? Corduroy is incredible. So the bottom has wrinkles on it. That could have, maybe I should have like interfaced the corduroy before I did it to the foam and it was pulling. But design choice. It's fine. So there it is, y'all. All right. Hope you guys liked it. Everyone loves it. It looks like a design on the bottom. It's totally a design. Those aren't wrinkles. That's a design. What do you think? Do you like my bag?
That was actually pretty cool.
Like my bag?
I like it.
My family just walked in the room. They're looking at me. And Teddy. Oh, it's your room. Sorry. Into the basement. All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Thank you so much for... You can come say good night. The camera's over here. You have to come all the way over here. And it's delayed.
Let's come over here. Let's see little Teddy.
He's
Teddy
making
says
noises
hi.
when he breathes.
Yeah.
You're making noises when you breathe? Teddy says hi.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you, everyone.
Or good morning.
Hope you enjoyed it. The Morning Post by Sallie Tomatof. I am Susan, signing out on SiahSwag. SiahSwag, SiahSwag.